Hey friends, welcome back to another Merly on Time Watch Reviews. I'm Chris and I unbox and review budget watches like this beautiful Timex Expedition North Sierra watch. Now today, I'm excited to be doing the full review, finally, I meant to get this done a couple of days ago, but at any rate, of this amazing watch by Vanbanner. This, inside this tin, is the Adroit GMT, has a Seiko NH34 automatic movement in it. And as usual with Vanbanner, they have put together a fantastic watch. And this is a company that is based out of Vancouver, Canada. And so it's really one that is near and dear to my heart as a Canadian micro brand. And I am really excited to be highlighting this one to you. I purchased the black version of this watch. This blue version was given to me to do as part of the review. And so this one here is going to be on sale on my website immediately following the filming of this review. And you're going to get a bit of a deal on this one. And so, yeah, if this is something that you're interested in, this is definitely the one to get because you're going to get a better deal on this one since it was given to me. I get to kind of sell it and do what I want with it. I want to thank LV for sending this watch in for the review. And I was really excited to get the black one. And so, yeah, this is a great watch. Let's get into it. And what I thought I would do, I mean, there is an unboxing video, but for the review, I thought I would show you what you're getting when you purchase the watch. And if you choose to purchase this one, for the purpose of the review, I'm just going to focus on the blue version. I do have the black version, and you can see that in the unboxing, but you get a really nice tin box that the watch comes with, Vanbanner logo kind of glued onto that. You get a nice polishing cloth with the Vanbanner logo on it. Of course, you open the box up and you get the watch. There's some instruction manual. There is an instruction manual. Basic information on how to use the watch, how to set the GMT function, which I will show you in this review anyway. It came in the just a plastic protection with a little foam, and yeah, there it is. And so this is the Adroit GMT. This is the blue dial version. And as you can see, this thing is really beautiful. So what I'm going to do right now is just quickly go over again the specifications of this watch. Seiko NH34 GMT movement in it, beating at 21,600 beats per minute. Give a nice 6 tick per second sweep to the second hand. This particular watch's movement, the black one anyways, is running very nicely at around 5 seconds slow per day, and so it's dialed in pretty good. You have a case diameter of 39 millimeters, case thickness of 13 millimeters, 20 millimeters at the lug, and your lug-to-lug distance on this watch is a really nice and comfortable 46, let's just call it 47 millimeters. The watch itself is constructed of 316L stainless steel. You do have just a push-pull crown, but that crown is branded with the Vanbanner logo on it. You do have a display case back showing the movement with a sapphire crystal on the case back, as well as a sapphire crystal on the top, and so you have a sapphire sandwich. You do have a really nice bracelet. Love the design of this bracelet. You have a butterfly clasp. Now, even though it does have a butterfly clasp, it does have some links that are, I guess you could call them half links. So you can see this link is bigger than these three. So you can adjust this. It might take a little bit more time by taking out a big link, a little link, two little links, like whatever. But you can get this fitted to your wrist really nicely. And so it's nice that they added those half links in order to be able to do that. Also, a nice touch is the quick release spring bars that you can see there, making the swap out really easy. And so you can see that I have my black one that I purchased on this black FKM rubber. I really think it looks awesome on the black FKM rubber strap, and so that's why I'm rocking it on that. Not only do they have quick release, but they have drilled lug holes as well. So if you did have a bracelet that didn't have quick release that you wanted to try with this, you can get it out quickly using the drilled lug holes, which is nice. And so overall, a very well made piece. Let's just go into the dial here. This is a beautiful fume style dial and a textured style dial. So you can see the black rehaut with the minute track on the outside. Beneath that, you have this dial, which just depending on the light will transition from, black on the outside into that blue in the middle. And again, I really like the pop of color off of these dials. You have the red triangle for the bezel matched with the seconds hand and the GMT hand. The lume on this watch is outstanding. You can see that the indices are not applied. They are actually below, because it's a sandwich dial, and sitting below that dial. And so the dial has the indice markers cut out. And you can see as well that there is a color match date wheel. It looks black, but it is blue. Color match date wheel on the watch with the date window sitting there near the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock position. The script automatic GMT and Vanbanner logo are printed on that dial, and you can see just from the lighting here, it does have plenty of AR coding as well. And so what I'm basically saying, guys, is this is a well-made, well-spec'd out watch. It does have and this is a feature that I really appreciated about this watch, being a GMT watch, it does have a 48-click bi-directional bezel, and so every hour is adjusted by 2 clicks, either to the left or to the right. And so for those time zones which go by the half hour, you are able to set this GMT to that. And it is nice that they have the bezel as a bi-directional instead of just the unidirectional that you see on most GMT watches that have been released, especially by micro brands or even the ones on Aliexpress. And so Vanbanner, really excellent job. So let's now go over my likes and dislikes of this watch. All right, so let me talk about my likes and my gripes. First of all, let's talk about the price, which I think is fantastic. You can get this watch for just under 300 US dollars. Comes in at about $290 and change, or 388 Canadian dollars. And you are getting an absolute spec'd out watch. Very, very good quality. You're getting everything you want for that price range. And so yeah, very, very pleased with this watch overall. One of the things that really stood out to me, and I mentioned this in the unboxing, is this fantastic bracelet, which is got a combination of bead blasted finish. So it's all bead blasted on the side. And then the tops of these links are bead blasted. And then those tiny square links on the watch have a nice mirror polish on them. It just is different than any other bracelet that I have seen. And it absolutely looks fantastic. I do love the fact that they have thought about the quick release spring bars for the bracelet, as well as the drilled lug holes for the case. So no matter what you put on this watch, you're going to be able to easily remove the straps. The dials on these watches, I think, are absolutely fantastic. This blue one especially, with that combination of fume, where it just kind of goes from black on the outer to blue. The textured dial, I think, is really nice. Sandwich dial is really nice. Matching date wheel. Guys, there's just lots to love about this piece. And so I really love the fact that they used a bidirectional bezel. And I love the different finishing that you see on this watch. And so you have laser etched Vanbanner branding on the side of the case. And you have a bead blasted finish around that. You got a high polished chamfer edge on the top of the lug, followed by that bead blasted. But then you have some brushed finishing, circular brushed finishing on that bezel. And so they just utilize a lot of different kind of finishings, and I really, really like that about this watch. Sapphire crystal, sapphire case back, so a sapphire sandwich is awesome. Guys, there is just so much to love about this watch. The lume is absolutely fantastic. Here's the lume shot now, and again on the time-lapse videos that I do, lume that does extend beyond the 20-minute marker is really, really good lume. Great lume, in fact. Lume that you're not going to have an issue with seeing at night whatsoever, and you can see that this one does exceed that. And so a fantastic job on this watch, LV, over at Vanbanner. Absolutely amazing. There are a couple of things that I will gripe about, and these are just personal preferences. The first of which is the butterfly clasp on the back. I do prefer just a regular milled or pressed clasp rather than the butterfly style, and that is just my personal preference. And it is, because of the butterfly style, a little bit difficult to get the perfect fit by, having to take out some of these half links, whether you take out 1, 2, or a big one and a smaller one. It just is a little more time consuming in getting the perfect fit for your wrist. Now, the other issue that I have with the bracelet is, unlike some other micro-brand companies or even companies on Aliexpress, LV didn't supply a screwdriver for adjusting the bracelet. And so if you do not have a small flathead screwdriver for adjusting the bracelet, you're going to have to take this to the jeweler in order to get it sized. I, of course, have the tools because I'm a bit of a watch geek, but it would have been really nice for a small screwdriver to adjust the bracelet to be included in the package. The last thing that I will say that I think could have been better on the watch is the date window. Now, there are some that are not going to like it at the 4 or 5 o'clock position. I don't have an issue with that. Now, on camera, you can't really see what I'm going to be talking about. That number 11 is quite legible, but to the naked eye, the date is actually kind of difficult to read. I think maybe a bit of a bolder font on the date wheel itself would have been better as it stands right now to the naked eye, not to the camera as you can see, but to the naked eye. The date wheel is a little bit tricky to see, and it's certainly not a quick glance check on this one. You do have to get a good look at it. And I really just have to conclude by saying, guys, I think this is a fantastic watch. This one is going to be on sale immediately after this video drops on the Merlin on Time website. And so go check that out. It will link you to my eBay store, and you'll be able to pick up this watch for a great deal. This is brand new. I'm just using it for the review. So thank you again, LV, for sending it. That automatic script LV has put on the last few watches, a calligraphist that he has got to design that. He's including that on his watches, and that's a touch that I really, really like. I think it's actually quite nice and cool. And so that's it, guys. That's my thoughts on this Vanbanner Adroit GMT. Very well made, very well worth the money. I think it's got a lot going for it, and particularly that pop of color on the bezel and the dial really gives this a lot of eye candy along with that bracelet. It's a fantastic looking watch. In fact, why don't I slip the one with the bracelet on my wrist real quick so that you can see it. Here is mine on the FKM rubber strap. I think the black on black looks absolutely amazing. And here is what the one on the stainless steel bracelet looks like. Now, bear in mind that I did not take any links out of this, and so you can see on my 7.5-inch wrist, there are plenty of links on this watch for those of you with larger wrists. I'll zoom out here a little bit, and that's what it looks like on the wrist. Really, really pops. Lots of eye candy on this one. It's absolutely fantastic, and so LV, very, very, very well done. So that's it, guys. Thanks for checking out another review video. Let me know what you think of this Adroit GMT, and as always, please like, subscribe, and comment on this video, and God bless you. We'll see you in the next one.